Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the ABA Coffee in the Park. My name is Karren Menil, and I am here with my co-host extraordinaire, Jennifer Herrick, the Executive Director of the Atchison Business Association. Hello, Jennifer.
Hello, Cam.
I had a little trouble saying association today. I don't know why that's not quite coming out right. Association. Anyway, that's what you are.
You got it.
You are the Executive Director of
sure
the
am.
Atchison Business Association.
Yes, association.
And just to tell everybody, we're coming to you live from the Wall Coffee Roasters in the heart of beautiful downtown Atchison. So if you hear a little bit of noise in the background, people talking, coffee machines whirring, kids screaming,
Well,
there are some kids
in here
today. Yep. Don't worry about it. It's because we're live at the coffee shop.
And what a beautiful day to be at the coffee
What
shop.
a beautiful day. The patio's open.
Yeah, for
the
those that
picnic
don't know-
tables are there.
Picnic tables and patio.
It's awesome.
You can be in or
Hey,
out.
we should do a show called Picnic Tables and Patios.
We could.
That would be an awesome. I don't know what we do, but I just like that name. Hey, welcome to Picnic Tables and Patios. Anyway, I don't know what we do with that, but
Me
anyway.
either, but it sounds cool.
Tell us about some very important people, Jennifer.
We would like to thank our gold corporate sponsors, which include the MyShack Group of Companies, Genix, Parkland County, and Bow Valley Credit Union.
That's right. Without them, we would not be able to do what we do. So thank you very, 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 very much.
It's a lot of varies.
It's a lot of varies today. I'm very thankful. I'm very, very thankful
Yes, we
today.
are.
I am, yes. Anyway, anything else you need to say, or do we just get into it?
Let's get into it.
So introduce our amazing guest today.
Okay, Cam. Our guest today is fairly new to Atchison, and we're
Yes.
excited to have her in the park.
Yes.
So our guest today is Karren Menil, who is the owner of Greenlight Customs Broker. Welcome, Karren.
Karen,
Hi, Cam and Jen. Thank you so much for having me.
good to have you.
Yeah.
I like your name because it's not spelt the regular way.
I know, but
K-A-R, what is it?
Yes.
R-E,
R-R-E.
R-R-E-N,
Yes. So,
N?
Yeah.
Two
So,
N's.
Yeah.
Two R's, two N's.
Yeah.
I like that.
No, just one N.
Oh, just one N.
Yeah.
2 R's.
So it's Karen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
my mom got it after Karen Carpenter, but she said, "Okay, let's be unique." She put another R. So
Karen Carpenter. I love the Carpenters.
You too.
They were great. What a great day. Yeah.
So that's
you
the
know,
story
they
of
were
my
brother
name.
and sister, right?
You?
Yeah, people think they were married, but they were brother
Yes,
and
yeah,
sister.
they're bro-
Did you know that?
No.
Yes.
It's true. I'm not even kidding.
No, I believe you.
No, you don't.
Yeah, they're
You're-
siblings.
Jennifer is giving me the look like you're just making that up again. That's what she's. Anyway, enough of that. So, wow, it's so
Yeah.
good to have you here.
Thank you
It's fantastic.
so much. Thank
so
you.
we're going to kick it off.
Yeah.
Karen, tell us where you were born and where you
Yeah.
grew up.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much for this opportunity to meet you.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's quite hard for me to share my story.
Okay.
But again, I realized last night, like, if God does something to your life, it's not meant to be hidden.
Right.
So I am here. So thank you so much.
Well, we're glad you're here.
And
glad you're
hopefully,
here.
I could encourage or inspire our listeners.
Yeah.
So, I was born and raised in the Philippines up until 22 years old.
Oh.
I am the youngest among 5 siblings. 4 girls, 1 boy.
Oh.
Yeah, as a kid.
Lucky guy in a Filipino family with 4 sisters.
Yes, that's true.
Right?
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So I am fortunate to be raised with my parents around. I grew up with extended family and friends around me. We love family gatherings, and karaoke just runs
You
through my
guys,
blood.
Filipinos.
I love it.
Can I just say, Filipinos are amazing. They have the best parties ever.
They do.
You guys do, and you have the best food ever.
Yes, we
Can
do.
do you make lumpia?
Yes.
I love lumpia.
Okay.
Lumpia is my favorite. I could eat lumpia day and night.
Guess what? He's going to ask you to bring him
No,
some.
I'm not. I wasn't gonna.
Don't
ask
worry,
her, but
I got
love
you.
lumpia.
I got you. I'll bring you one.
I love what's that other one? Adobo. I love adobo. I love it. I love it.
Lechon.
Lechon, come on. Okay, this is better all the time. This is unbelievable. I love it. But you guys, family is so important to you guys.
Yes, it is important
Yeah.
for me and for my family as
Yeah.
well. And also, so my parents provided a home where rules are implemented, authority is displayed,
Right.
and having good manners and right conduct are expected. So I am very fortunate to have my parents around.
I think
And-
that's a good way to be raised.
I agree.
Yeah.
Personally, I think we're missing a little bit of that in the Canadian culture. That's just my opinion. We're gonna get emails, but nonetheless, I just think I do. Don't you?
No,
think
I agree with you.
We're very respectful people.
Yes.
very respectful.
Yes.
Anyways,
So as a kid, I was shy but not timid. I was quiet but not weak. And also, you know, when I was a kid, I already know myself. Not really know. Like I just knew my strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah.
And then I always had this vision of my older version of myself.
Okay.
And
yeah.
then, so I was born and raised in the Philippines up until 22 years old. But the biggest opportunity came to my life when I was 22. So there was a good Samaritan named Edward Lal. He's already passed, but I will never forget his kindness. One Saturday afternoon in the Philippines, that was 2014, randomly he offered me, "Do you want to study to Canada?"
Wow.
And I'm
like,
like,
go to school in Canada.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I already earned my degree in Bachelor of Science in Psychology.
Did you really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I did international trade in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Earned several certifications, designations, and
Wow.
licenses in
So you
customs brokerage.
You were in Vancouver.
Yeah.
You did that in Vancouver.
Yes,
Okay.
because he offered me to study.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I never knew I never grasped the intensity of the opportunity.
Right.
I just knew that I was young, dumb, and adventurous. I must say yes.
I love it.
I must say yes. I like that. That's good. I must say yes.
I must say
Okay,
yes.
Yeah. So you
And
said yes.
I said yes,
Yes.
because his one condition, I have to process my own application, my student
okay, yeah,
studies
yeah,
applications.
yeah.
And you know what? Surprisingly and miraculously, I never had a problem. Like all throughout, I just
Wow.
processed it by myself, and thankfully
Yeah.
I made it.
And they
that-
liked you.
Yeah, looking now, I've just celebrated my 10th year anniversary last month
In Canada.
in Canada.
10 years.
10 years.
That's awesome.
And it's been amazing.
Do you like hockey?
I do now.
Okay, good, because that's very important. If you're,
I
yeah,
do.
no, don't you think? I
No,
think it's
well,
very important.
you're Canadian,
yeah. Anyway,
yes.
okay, so you've been in Canada 10 years.
Yes.
Where did you start out? In
So in Vancouver.
Vancouver.
Yeah. So I finished my diploma in international trade.
Right.
I've gone into a few customs brokers in Vancouver and
Right.
also logistics side. So it is really international trade,
Yeah.
supply chain. But surprisingly, I never had this kind of experience because in the Philippines I was psychology graduate. I was a professional in banking and in insurance industry,
Right.
and also I was running my manufacturing business.
So you had your own business.
Yeah. So
What were you manufacturing?
soaps?
Soap.
Soaps.
Yeah.
Soap?
Yeah, not just the soap like body soap, like
Yeah.
like bleach, detergent, heavy soap.
And you had your own company? Did you sell just in Philippines or did you sell
in the Philippines.
In Philippines. Okay.
Yeah. So because the name was Germ-Proof Solutions.
Germ-Proof Solutions.
I
love it.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
All over Philippines or
Well, I
just
was-
your region or
In our region, I
Yeah.
was supplying to few hospitals and
Yeah.
restaurants. So yes.
That's amazing.
Wow.
And you were like so young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Karen, doing this.
How did you get into soap? Like
I don't know
you just like one day decided you were going to sell soap?
Yeah, one day I was invited to this seminar, and the seminar is about soap making,
Right.
and I'm like, I can do this more and better. So that's why
I love
that's
it.
where it started.
Okay. So then you came to Canada. Did
Yeah.
you sell your business or just close your business
So
or
this is funny because I'm like, okay, let me take the international trade so that in case I can't make it like permanently.
Yeah, yeah.
Because the reason to be here is just to study.
Right.
So when I come
Right.
back home, I will bring
yeah,
my
yeah.
products
Yeah,
to
yeah.
international
Right.
scale.
Right.
Okay.
So I could start exporting it from the Philippines.
right to Canada?
Yes.
To Canada,
Yeah,
to
US, wherever. Yeah,
wherever.
yeah, yeah.
So that's how I chose international trade.
Okay.
Hey.
That's incredible. Wow.
But
okay.
life drifted me to different careers.
Okay, yeah. So you came to Canada.
Yeah.
You went to school.
Yeah.
Did you ever go back to Philippines?
No.
You stayed?
Yeah, I stayed because you know what? There was only 1 month left to my visa.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I'm already here. Let me just try to apply. So
Right.
I applied several, but in a day I was already hired by this customs broker. So I would just want to say, can I say their name?
Yeah.
Sure.
Because they're
Yeah.
really really vouched for me when I was starting. The name is A&A Contract Customs Broker.
A&A Contract Custom Broker.
Yeah, hello there, guys.
Wait a minute. Now, did they used to have an office at the border?
Yes, sorry.
I remember because I lived in Vancouver and we always went down to the U.S. I had to get my milk and my cheese and my gas. Yeah. And I remember their office. I remember that.
Perfect. I was doing the after hours.
Oh, okay. I don't think I ever saw you because when I got stopped, I got hauled into the office, not into the broker. I just had to go into the. Anyway, it's a long story many times, but nonetheless.
Yeah.
Okay, so you worked for them. That's cool.
Yeah, I worked with them and then moved to logistics side and then went back to customs brokerage again because it was really not just fun, but it really challenged my brain to think more, to think deeply and find solutions. And then now, fast forward, I have my own customs broker.
Okay, did you start that in Vancouver or how did that work? So you left Vancouver?
Yeah, I was there for 7 years, and then my husband and I moved to Alberta during the pandemic. So we were one of those people that moved.
Okay, yeah.
But I will say that Alberta has been so kind and generous to me and my husband.
Even the snow? You're okay
very
with
generous
that?
with snow.
We're generous with snow and cold.
Well, it's so cold. It is very cold. And I came from a country where we only have 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Hot, hotter, and hottest.
I know. Yes. Unbelievable. And so you come here to Canada where we have cold, colder, coldest, freezing. Yeah. Except today. Today's really nice. Okay, so you were in Vancouver, and why Edmonton?
Yeah, why Edmonton?
So every summer we visited my husband's aunt.
Okay.
Hi, Auntie Elaine, and my husband Emmett. And every time we come here, it's always nice. I don't know if it was not winter.
No.
It was probably the summer. They
didn't come visit in the
winter.
winter.
You didn't come in December, or January.
No, it was summer.
Okay.
So
might want to check that out.
You know what? Summer at the River Valley, it's beautiful.
Edmonton's awesome in a week in July. It's amazing.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable.
exactly.
It's just incredible. But yeah, okay. So you came in the summer.
Yeah,
fell in love with Edmonton,
and then shocked by winter.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what month did you move to Edmonton?
April.
Yeah. Okay.
all right.
So you're thinking this is the best. April, May, June.
the spring.
Unbelievable.
I went to U of A Botanical Garden. I was like, this is amazing.
Isn't it incredible? And then what's it? October hits or November hits.
Yeah.
It's a little cold.
Yeah, it's fine because we already sold our properties in
So there was no going
there's
back.
no coming back.
Yeah. Okay. I wonder if things that had changed had you come in February. But nonetheless, I'm just speaking out loud.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you're here. So it's great. Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm here for 10 years now, and it's been amazing.
Wow.
That is amazing. Okay, you have to tell me though, because we talked a little bit about this. She is quite the badminton player.
Really?
Yeah.
So tell us about badminton.
So badminton is actually my I graduated my degree because of badminton. So I got my degree for free.
Like you had a badminton scholarship?
Yeah.
In badminton?
Yeah.
Wait, isn't that cool?
I don't know if I got to be honest, I don't think I've ever heard that before. A scholarship in badminton.
Yeah, so I was representing my school.
Really?
Yeah, so I got some sports scholarship and also academic scholarship with that.
Playing badminton?
Playing badminton.
And did you travel all over Philippines playing badminton?
Yeah, competing to other schools.
Really?
Yes. So I was never smart. I was smart, but never academically excellent.
Yeah.
The only medal I got when I was studying was
badminton. That's incredible.
My first and last medal.
Yeah. Did you play singles, doubles, both?
So when I was in primary school, I was playing doubles.
In primary school?
Yeah.
How old's primary school?
So
Elementary?
Elementary. So I started at 8 years old. And then,
That's incredible.
I love badminton.
Yeah, I think badminton's awesome.
It is
I mean,
awesome.
I think it's a very underrated
sport. I agree.
Nobody talks or plays badminton
But
around.
here in Canada, but in Asia.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
Isn't
It's
badminton
true.
in the Olympics? It's in the
Yes.
Olympics, I
Yes,
think.
yes.
I've watched it. It's unbelievable.
Yes.
Those people are
Yeah.
what do they call that thing? That bird? Is that what they hit?
A shuttlecock.
Okay, that thing. When they hit that thing, unbelievable. So
Yeah.
you did that. That's incredible.
Yes.
Do you still?
No, unfortunately not. Not
There's no like Edmonton Badminton League or like.
No, there are some recreational centers
Yeah.
that offers free play, but
Yeah.
I am currently a lot of work,
Yeah.
a lot of studying,
Right.
and yeah, maybe I'm just gonna pause it for now.
Have you ever thought of switching to pickleball? I'm just saying, pickleball seems to be the thing right now. But I think badminton's better than pickleball.
But can you guys play with me? I will play again.
Well, we can play, but I'm going to tell you, it might not be pretty. That's for it. For me, anyway, it'd be a little, I don't know. But I'd love to play
Me
it.
too.
Yeah, okay. We will. Because I seen at Costco the other day, they had badminton sets on sale.
In beautiful downtown Atchison, we could set up a court.
We could set up right out here, even in the front.
Right on, we will play.
Okay, good. Okay. So you went to Vancouver, or you played badminton.
Yeah.
You went to Vancouver.
Yes.
You accidentally moved to Edmonton till
Yeah,
winter.
accidentally.
Yeah. Sorry.
So when you moved to Edmonton then, were you working for a different company? Did you start your own right away? Tell us a little bit about that journey.
Yeah, so I was working with FedEx Trade Network. Hi guys.
FedEx.
I hope you still remember me.
Go FedEx. Yeah.
Yeah, so and then during the pandemic, we were working from home.
Oh, okay.
And then since the pandemic died down,
Yeah.
and then okay guys, you have to go back to the office.
Right.
And I'm like, right, because we already purchased a house here in Alberta.
Can't come back to
Can't go
Vancouver.
back to Vancouver. No.
Yeah, no. So I moved to an Albertan company. They were situated in Camrose, a logistics carrier.
Right. Yeah.
I'll mention their name because they have been so kind to me. BDS.
BDS.
Also a member of the Atchison
That's right.
Business
BDS.
Association.
Atchison. That's right.
Yes,
They're
Zone
members.
2.
Zone 2.
I love it. She knows the zones.
Call-
Zone 2. This is great.
She's better than me. I don't even, as you know, I have trouble with the zones. But anyways.
Yeah.
And now that was in Camrose initially,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and then last year we moved here,
Yes.
April, but I was their custom specialist, and then I was dealing with their kind of current broker.
Right.
And I'm like, you know what? I can do more and even better.
Do this. I love that. I can do this better. I
Right?
love that
I do
attitude.
too.
I really do. But just for the sake of our listeners, because a lot of people probably don't even know, what does a customs broker do?
Yes.
Like, what do you do?
Yeah, so customs broker helps businesses with importing and exporting their products
Right.
and supplies into and out of Canada.
Right. Because goods have
To be-
tariffs and taxes
Yes.
and all of those kinds of things.
Correct.
And do they, and they need to be often approved to go across border, right?
Correct. It has to be declared
Yeah.
through customs because, again, like for example, Canada Border Services agencies
Yes.
are the agency that takes care of or facilitates the international trade and movement,
Right.
and also the people, the food, the animals in
Right.
Canada. So
Yes.
every product that comes in, it has to be declared and approved by CBS.
Right. Yes.
Yes.
Like animals. Like people don't realize
Yes.
that. A cow just can't walk across the border.
No, unfortunately not.
They can walk across it. It can't
Well,
be like,
they might get stopped.
trucked.
Yeah,
they get stopped by border services.
No, you gotta go back.
Where's your passport? Anyway, so
Correct.
You don't just deal though with Canada-U.S. borders. You deal internationally.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we do, as a broker, we facilitate the movement of trades.
Right.
Yes. So
So this is the obvious question. We don't need to get into it because we try to stay away from politics here. But the tariff situation in the last couple months, how has that been? Good for business, bad for business, better for business,
Confusing
for business?
Yes.
How is it?
thank you for that wonderful question. The answer is all of the above.
All of the above. Yes, I bet it is. Right.
It is. It is very challenging for all the people that's related to supply chain.
Right, yeah.
So at the moment, my team and I are really on it. We make sure that that there are trainings. We are on it on the compliance,
Right.
and if there's like new flash news right away,
Yeah,
we have
oh,
to.
yeah.
I
Oh,
have
yeah.
to tune in.
Yeah.
I have to tune in. So it is very challenging, but you know what? If we can get through this, we will go through
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
So
and,
this is
and we
extra
will
challenge.
get through it. We will. Okay,
Yeah.
so you were working for
BDS.
BDS.
Yes.
Yep.
And then what happened? You thought I can do this better.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
So I took a license exam with CBSA. I passed.
Yeah.
So I initiated the company on 2023, and then now we are licensed. The name is Greenlight Customs Broker.
Greenlight Custom
Now,
Brokers.
Karren, this is such a cool story. Tell me about why it's named Greenlight Custom Broker.
Okay, what do you think of Greenlight?
Well, when I see a green light, that's go.
Go signal.
Yeah, go.
So when I had to register the name, I don't have a name. I didn't have a name. So I'm like, okay. I was driving to Camrose.
Yeah.
Because I was still there. I was driving to Camrose, stuck at the red light.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, we need the name.
Yeah.
And then you know what? I'm calling this as a miracle. The moment the green light blinks, it was the brightest.
You knew.
I knew that's my name.
Go.
That's our name. Go signals, because customs broker is the one that gives go signal to the driver.
Right.
Hey, you can
yes.
cross.
That's right.
See?
That's awesome.
And then we give green signal to importers. Like,
Right.
hey, your goods are successfully crossing.
Yeah.
So,
Because it wouldn't be good if you were like red light broker.
No, exactly.
That wouldn't work.
This
But,
is my slow
yeah,
down.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. No, I think that's awesome.
Isn't that cool?
Green light
Yeah.
broker. Yeah, that's so go.
yeah, green
That's
light
cool.
customs broker.
So you started the business, just
Yeah.
you?
Just me.
Just you.
Yeah.
All
just-
by your lonesome.
Yes, it was so sad when I was alone.
Yeah.
But now we are growing, we are expanding.
Right.
We have a local presence in New Brunswick,
Oh.
British Columbia, Ontario, and soon in the US.
You have offices in all those places.
So, well, they were all working from home,
Right.
Because you don't need to have an
An
office at
office.
the border,
Right,
especially
yeah.
because of the silver lining of pandemic.
Pandemic, right.
Yeah.
right.
That's true, and we've heard a lot of stories
We
like
have,
that.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's worked out
Yeah.
for a lot of people. Actually, it's interesting in all of our podcasts when we talk about the pandemic, as difficult as it was,
Yeah.
and it was. There's no doubt about that. How many businesses actually
Thrived.
thrived
Like,
and came out of the
changed,
pandemic
right?
better,
Yeah.
than when they went
Yeah.
in. So that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's really incredible.
Yeah.
And so how
Okay.
many in the office here, Karren? How many staff here in Atchison?
We are 5 there.
5.
5.
Yes.
Okay. And when did you move to Atchison?
April last year.
April last year.
And it's
Yeah.
actually beautiful.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Atchison's great.
This is what we keep telling people.
I know.
It
So
is amazing.
folks, you're not just hearing it from Jennifer and I.
You're hearing
now
it
you're
from
hearing it from Karen.
Guys, listen to me. It's
It's
beautiful,
beautiful.
here.
There you go.
Amazing Atchison.
You're hired. You're hired to do a commercial for Atchison. That's unbelievable. So you have 5 people in this office. You have satellite offices
Yes.
across Canada and the U.S.
amazing.
And you're the head of it all.
Yeah.
That is
Aw.
amazing.
Thank you.
Just because of a stop sign. Go.
yeah.
green
It's
light.
We go all the way.
I think this is just such an amazing story. This is incredible.
Thank you
what?
so
And
much.
Karen has bigger aspirations than just this. You can tell by looking at her, she's not one just to sit around.
Yeah, no, I'm getting the
and the
distinct
status
impression
quo.
she ain't staying just idle. She's going to move forward.
Karen,
She's going to go.
I need you to tell us about kind of your dream and vision. And this was so inspiring to me. And in fact, I introduced Karen to one of our past guests, Darlene Whitaker.
Yes, Darlene,
Because I knew
yes.
that they would hit it off so well.
Fantastic.
Karen, tell us about your dream.
Oh my goodness. Now I'm telling it to public.
Well,
I
yeah.
must do it.
Yes, that's
I
true.
Must,
Once it's out there, you got to go. So,
I must make it happen.
yeah.
So my dreams, it was not a wishful thinking. There's something inside of me, a voice within that I would want to build a community where everybody can prosper, where education and health and basic necessities are not just
Right.
basic necessities.
yeah.
It is a foundation of life with dignity and growth.
Right.
So in that community, I would want to build libraries, schools, hospitals, and orphanage.
Wow.
That is my
And
dream.
where do you want to do that?
That is for me to discern what God's
Right.
where
Where it's going to be.
Yeah.
That's fabulous.
Isn't
So-
it?
That is absolutely fabulous.
And you know what else she told me? This is like her calling to grow the business so that she can do this.
Yeah, so my green light is it was, I would want to say it, but it was never in my dream.
Right.
Because life drifted me here. But Greenlight is my goal. The goal is to ensure the long-term profitability, because honestly, Greenlight is the vehicle to my dreams.
You know, Karren, this is so incredible, because there is a whole, and Jennifer and I both come out of the nonprofit world, and there's a whole segment of the nonprofit world where business people, they want to be business people, not for themselves or to make a lot of money, but they really want to do things to change the world. And that's why they're business people. And I sense from you that's it. It's kingdom building for you, I think, in terms of doing it because you feel this is in your heart. This is what you want to do.
Thank you so much, Gam. You're making my heart happy.
Well, listen, we've been there, and I've been there, and I've worked alongside those people, and it's fabulous. It's absolutely fabulous.
And Karren, I have no doubt in my mind that you will make this happen, because
Yeah.
you are just this type of person.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think you're going to, I think this will happen. This is pretty incredible.
Thank you so much.
So
Jen.
next steps are just kind of waiting,
Yes.
seeing, talking. Yeah.
Well, I'm heading towards that dream currently. So I'm like, you know what? If that's my big dream, I have to set a short-term goal.
Right. Yeah.
One is Greenlight, Customs Broker, and the second is so I just finished writing my book. I called it as Enchiridion.
Okay.
It is for kids and teenagers.
Yeah, yeah.
So I just finished that last month, and then my nieces and nephews are working on the designing
Isn't
because
this
it's for
great?
kids.
This is unbelievable.
This keeps getting better.
This is so. First of all, we got to know when the book comes out.
Yeah.
You have to tell us, because
Yes.
we'll have to announce that. 'Cause
Yes,
that's amazing.
please.
Yeah.
I would want to come back here promoting the book because
We'll have you do a
Can we
reading.
have
Well,
can we do
reading.
a book signing?
Yeah, a book reading
really
signing.
launch.
Yeah, she can read
Yeah.
from the book and then
Yes.
sign. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be pretty cool.
Really?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. We'll do that. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it is an Enchiridion. It's just a guidebook for kids
Yeah.
because I am very aware of when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And then I would want to share it. Hopefully that I could guide them.
Wow.
Because I am quite pleased to myself. I mean,
No.
You should.
Yeah, no, I know. I sense the heart from which that comes. Not an arrogant heart.
No.
At all, but the
No.
heart from which that comes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I will be publishing it this year. This morning I was like, should I publish it in July? But maybe maybe December.
Yeah. Well,
So the parents would buy and then give it
yeah, I
to
was
their
going
kids.
to say, have it,
Christmas
publish
time.
it
It's
in
perfect.
November
Yeah.
so we can buy it for December.
right.
Exactly.
To give in as Christmas gifts.
So the
Yeah.
plan is to make at least a lot of sales.
Yeah.
I mean, not a lot. Like I just need to raise 15 grand
That's
to
it.
print and publish it for 400 copies.
All right, so we've never said this before, and I'm going to say it. If you're listening to this and you are hearing Karren's vision and Karren's dream, she needs 15 grand. That's the fundraiser coming out in me. I just ask for money.
That's
So
right.
hey, if you want to help her,
Publish
hey,
this book.
that's right. I listen.
Exactly, guys. And also, I just want to add that
Yeah.
because the reason why I need that fund is I would want to print 400 copies.
400. Okay.
So I'm gonna give next April.
Yeah.
I will be speaking in front of 400 kids graduating in primary school, my alma mater.
In Philippines?
Yeah.
You're going back to Philippines
Yes.
to speak in front of your alma mater.
Yes.
And you want to give them each a book.
Yes, it is a gift.
Okay, so
That's
here we
it,
go.
people.
My old brain's just swirling now to raise money here. But anyway, maybe people can pre-order the book.
Yeah.
Or pre-gift the book. We'll figure all that out.
we'll
figure
figure
that out. Yeah, we'll talk
Thank
about that
you.
off air a little more. But that's fantastic. That's just amazing. It's incredible.
Karen,
I'm just sitting here in awe.
I know. We told you 30 minutes would go by
It's
fast.
this is where this is unbelievable.
Really? Is it 30
Oh
minutes?
yeah. No, serious. We're
Wow.
almost done. But
we have one final
One, yeah.
question for you, Karren. What
Yeah.
is the best piece of advice you've been given either personally or professionally that you carry with you to this day?
You know what? I could share a lot of wisdoms that I gathered from different people, but I am so prepared. So I found this poem when I was 16 years old, and then up to now, 16 years after, I still remember every word of it. And
Right.
I would want to share it with you.
Yeah.
Yes,
do
please
it.
do.
So the title is Desiderata by Max Ehrmann. It was penned in 1927.
Right.
And then ever since, I couldn't forget. I just couldn't forget it. So this is Desiderata. I will share it to everybody.
Yes.
So, go placidly amid the noise and the haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. As far as possible without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others. Even to the dull and ignorant, they too have their story. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexations to the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain or bitter. For always there will be greater and lesser persons than yourself. Enjoy your achievements as well as your plans. Keep interested in your own career, however humble. It is a real possession in the changing fortunes of time. Exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of trickery. But let this not blind you to what virtue there is. Many persons strive for high ideals, and everywhere life is full of heroism. Be yourself, especially do not feign affection. Neither be cynical about love, for in the face of all aridity and disenchantment, it is as perennial as the grass. Take kindly the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune, but do not distress yourself with dark imaginings. Many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness. Beyond the wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. And whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive Him to be, and whatever your labors and aspirations. In the noisy confusion of life, keep peace in your soul. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be cheerful, strive to be happy.
Wow. Fantastic.
Mic drop right there.
Yeah, fantastic. Fantastic.
I don't have anything, but that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you
You're welcome.
I have a
so
feeling
much,
we'll be
Karen.
hearing a little bit more from you and about you.
Thank
So,
you.
yeah.
I am very honored. It is truly. I cannot say anything right now. The feeling is indescribable, but I am very grateful that to come up with you guys.
Wow.
Thank
This
you
is
so
something.
much.
Well, we're honored to have had you on our show. So thank you so much. What an incredible story.
We continue to have such amazing guests on our podcast. We're so fortunate.
You know, that's what I love about our podcast is we always say it's the story behind the story. And hearing Karen's story today, what a great story behind the story.
Isn't it, though?
Not just an amazing businesswoman, but an incredible person.
Just an incredible human being.
Yeah, loved every second of it. Well, thank you for listening. Hey, make sure you tell your friends, your neighbors, your coworkers. If you don't have any friends, make one so you can tell them about the podcast. Tell your enemies. Tell everybody about the podcast.
And subscribe.
That's right. Subscribe. So thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
See you next time.